Good morning, children. Today we are beginning with our lesson from our book, that is New Pathways, Main Course book, and the lesson number 1, that is a hero. And it is this a hero. It is a story of a small boy, Swami, and it's written by R.K. Narayan. So let me tell you about R.K. Narayan. First of all, before beginning this, R.K. Narayan, he was an Indian writer known for his work set in fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. So he has written all his stories in the and he has given a fictional name of the town. It's not a real name of the South Indian town, that is Malgudi. He was a leading author of early Indian literature in English along with Mulk Raj Anand and Raja Rao. The fictional town of Malgudi was first introduced in Malgudi days through the escapades of Swami and his friends. Means you are going to find the stories regarding the Swami, episodes regarding the Swami and his friends. So one of the episode that we are going to study or read about here is about a hero. And R.K. Narayan, he has highlighted the social humor and compassion which was considered uh, which are considered to be the energy of an ordinary life. So he received many awards and honors, including the Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, and many other awards. Now, Hero, it is a very interesting and entertaining story. It was written by R.K. Narayan. The story is about a small, timid, the shy, or the person who is not bold, boy named Swami, who became a hero and pride of his family after an incident that happened on that fateful night. As a young boy, Swami disliked going to school or to work hard. He simply enjoyed playing cricket and listening to stories from his grandmother. He was pampered by her and so preferred to sleep by her side. However, the situation turned worse when Swami's father tried to discipline him by asking him to sleep alone. He wished him to become both independent and responsible. The story is all about how Swami accidentally proves that on how to become a heroic boy who seems to be daring enough to halt a robbery attempt. Means he becomes hero as somebody enters his house, and he was able to stop that person from doing that robbery. So that's why he became a hero. So let us see, it's a comic story. Now let us read. For Swami, events took an unexpected turn. Father looked over the newspaper and he was reading under the hall lamp and said, Swami, listen to this. News is to hand of the bravery of a village lad means boy, who while returning home by the jungle path came face to face with a tiger. So his father was reading a newspaper, an article he was reading. An article is about a courageous boy who worked, means who smartly misled a tiger and saved himself by climbing a tree for almost half a day until some help arrived. So what happened, his father here till here only his father was reading a newspaper and he wanted Swami to listen to that article. The paragraph described the fight of the boy. Now in the newspaper, that paragraph, what it described, the fight of the boy had with the tiger and his flight up a tree, how that boy climbed up the tree where he stayed for half a day till some people came that way and saved him. After reading it through, Father After reading it through, Father looked at Swami fixedly and asked, "What do you say to that?" He asked him, "What do you want to say to this news?" Swami said, "I think he must have been a very strong and grown up person." So Swami said, "Ki might be that boy was very grown up and very strong, not at all a boy, and he might not be a boy. He could. How could a boy fight a tiger?" So Swami thought, ki how could a boy can fight a tiger? "So you think you are wiser than the newspaper?" Father sneered. So father also just made a comment that you think you are wiser than newspaper. A man may have the strength of an elephant and yet be a coward. So his father said, the person can have a strength of an elephant, but he can appear to be a coward also. Means the person may look like a strong person, but maybe he can be coward also. Whereas another person who may have the strength of a straw is small piece of tinka, but he has courage that he can do anything. Courage is everything. Strength and age are not important. So what was the opinion of the father? That courage plays a major role in it played a major role in that boy case also, because the boy was small, but he had a courage. That's why the strength and age are not important. Swami disputed the theory. Means he did not like that theory. He said that how can it be, father? Suppose I have all the courage, what can I do if a tiger should attack me? Leave alone strength. Can you prove? Now he said ki that leave, just forget about strength. Now can you prove that you have courage? Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. So his father just put a challenge in front of him, that you show your courage, you leave the strength and you show your courage by just sleeping in my office room alone. A frightful proposition. It was a this proposal was very fearful for Swami. He had, because he had always slept beside his granny, he had always slept with his grandmother in the passage. Means there was a room, there they used to sleep, and any change in this arrangement, and whenever there is any change is occurred in that arrangement of sleeping, it kept him trembling and awake all night. He hoped at first that his father was only joking. He thought that his father was joking. He mumbled weakly, "Yes," and tried to change the subject. He said very loudly and with great deal of enthusiasm, "We are going to admit even elders in a cricket club hereafter. We are buying," though he started again different talkings. "We are buying brand new bats and balls. Our captain has asked me to tell you." So father just interrupted in between and said, "We'll see about it later." Father cut in, "You must sleep alone hereafter." So he again came back to that point and he said that, "I want to see you sleeping alone," because his father wanted him to become a bold person, courageous person. Then Swami realized that the matter had gone beyond his control. From a challenge, it had become a plain command. He knew his father's tenacity at such a moment. He knew that how his father is so much firm. Means he has made the decision, so he was very firm at. He will remain stick to that. From the next first of next month, I will sleep alone, father. So he said, "I will sleep alone from the next month. He tried to change the subject. No, father said, you must do it now. It is disgraceful sleeping beside granny or mother like a baby. So his father tried to explain him that it is very disgraceful when you sleep near your mother or granny just like a baby. You are a grown up boy, so you should sleep alone. You are in the second form, and I don't at all like the way you are being brought up, he said, and looked at his wife who was rocking the cradle. So wife was doing something. So at that time he said, why do you look at me while you say it? She asked. I hardly know anything about the boy. No, no, I don't mean you, father said. If you mean that your mother is spoiling him, tell her so, and don't look at me, she said, and turned away. So what happened? Swami's mother said that I am not spoiling him. Might be your mother, means grandmother of Swami, is spoiling him. Swami's father sat gloomily gazing at the newspaper. So he sat down and he looked at the newspaper on his lap. Swami rose silently and tiptoed away to his bed in the passage. Granny was sitting up in her bed and remarked, boy, are you already feeling sleepy? Don't you want a story? So what happened? Father was looking at he and Swami, he went to the bed in the passage that is near to his granny, and granny just asked, don't you want a story? So Swami made wild gesticulations to silence his granny. So he means he just gestures, he made certain gestures of hands and face that to remain quiet. But that good lady saw nothing, so Swami threw himself on his bed and pulled the blanket over his face. So what happened? He just lied down on the bed and he covered his face. Granny said, don't cover your face. Are you really very sleepy? Swami leant over and whispered, please, please, keep quiet, Granny. Don't talk to me, and don't let anyone call me, even if the house is on fire. If I don't sleep at once, I shall perhaps die. He turned over, curled, and snored under the blanket till he found his blanket pulled away. So, what happened? He was just trying to sleep, and he was trying to show that he had already slept there, and nobody would be able to make him sleep in that office. But what happened? The blanket was pulled away. And who came to pull away the blanket? His father. Now, next, what happened? We have reached this part. Then presently father came and stood over him. Swami, get up, he said. He looked like an apparition in the semi-darkness of the passage. Apparition means he looks like, father said, Swami, get up, you look like a ghost in this passage. You should not sleep here, which was lit by a cone of light from the hall, because this passage you keep on getting the light from the hall. Swami stirred, he moved and groaned as if he just showed his father that he is already sleeping. Father said, get up, Swami. Granny pleaded. Granny also, grandmother requested, why do you disturb him? Don't disturb him. Get up, Swami, he said for the fourth time, and Swami got up. Father rolled up his bed, took it under his arm, and said, come with me. Swami looked at his granny, hesitated for a moment, and followed his father into the office room. His father took him to the office room. On the way, he threw a look of appeal at his mother, and she said, why do you take him to the office room? Mother also tried to stop father and said, why are you taking him to this office room? He can sleep in the hall, I think. I don't think so. Father said, I don't think so, and Swami slunk behind him with bowed head. Let me sleep in the hall, father, Swami pleaded. Swami also said that let me sleep in the hall. Your office room is very dusty. He gave so many reasons, and there may be scorpions behind your law books. There are no scorpions, little fellow. Sleep on the bench if you like. He said that you can sleep on the bench. Can I have lamp burning in the room? He just asked, can I keep the lamp burning in the room? No, you must learn not to be afraid of darkness. It is only a question of habit. Cultivate good habits. So father said you have to switch off the light. Will you at least leave the door open? He asked. All right. So father said, all right, I can leave the door open, but promise you will not roll up your bed and go to your granny's side at night. If you do it, mind you, I will make you the laughing stock of your school. Means I tell your story to every your friend, and then you will be the laughing stock of your school. Swami felt cut off from humanity. He was pained and angry. So this was not liked by Swami. He did not like the strain of cruelty he saw in his father's nature. He hated the newspaper for printing the tiger story. Now he started hating that story also, ki why the newspaper printed the story, and he wished that the tiger hadn't spared the boy. He just thought of that in the story the tiger might have um, killed the boy, who did not appear to be a boy after all, but a monster. So, as the night advanced and the silence in the house deepened, his heart beat faster. So, children, we will read the remaining part of the story. Continue in the next class. Till then, you read till here and find out the meanings of difficult words.